Hey guys, so for this video, I'll be unboxing EXO's Winter Special 2017, also known as Universe. It seems like EXO now has like a tradition of releasing a winter album every single year, so that's always great. More music, it's just better for the fans. Obviously, I will talk a little bit about the album at the end of this video, like I always do, and then make some commentary on EXO. Yeah, because I always do that for every time I get a new album or something from a certain group. I like talking about that specific group or what's going on with them. So before I start showing you guys what this album looks like, this is how big it is compared to a jewel case, since I'm for sure everyone has seen a jewel case. So it is pretty big, it's sturdy, it has a book packaging, which is my favorite in my opinion. It should be the standard for every freaking K-pop packaging if they can't do something that's just good. This is probably the best way to go. So you do get let's see, 1 2 3 wait 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 songs in this album. One of the songs is a Chinese version, so technically you do get just 6 songs, just a Chinese version of Universe, which is the single for this album. Yeah, so it's a pretty good track listing for just a winter album. Sometimes even 7 songs counts as a full-length album for some K-pop groups. I don't count it as a full-length album, but sometimes there's some groups that count that as a full-length album. So here's the front and then the spine. It has their logo, like most of their albums just have their logos. And yeah, this doesn't follow any of their packaging. Maybe the war? Maybe? I don't know. But here's the disc. Again, it just has Winter Special Album 2017 and then the title Universe. Okay, and then also for this, the only thing that's not gonna be included here is a photo card. I gave it away, so yeah. So here is the first photo. I just really like these photos. And it's just really a little bit strange to see Dio with his bald head. For some weird reason, like these outfits remind me of like the 90s or something. Just yeah, here's you get I think of a postcard. Obviously and then here's the code, the Genie code if you use the Genie app. There it is. I'll put this right here. Kind of looks great in this photo shoot. But yeah, they look like they're like some 80s 90s businessmen. I just really like it. It's just, and it fits the vibe for this album as well, like which I'll later talk about. And then the last page with the... Alright, let me put these things back inside. Alright, just kind of talking about this album as a whole. They still haven't really topped their first and second winter albums, in my opinion. This is solely my opinion. Maybe this is your favorite EXO album ever, but it is not for me. When it comes to just ranking the winter albums, I think the first one did a really good job. That EXO song "Miracles in December" is, in my opinion, one, if not their best song, and just a fantastic, one of the best K-pop songs I gotten to listen to. When it comes to ballads, it's just phenomenally done. It's just, I love that song. The music video is really pretty as well, and I don't know, something about that era just brings me back. It's just something special about that era in EXO, because That's what, like, when they really exploded with Udon, like Growl, and they had Wolf, and then they were breaking just records with their album sales. I just really just enjoy that era for EXO. Musically, they were just on top of things. They still have released really good music, but when it comes to their winter albums, I think they've been a little bit lazy, or just trying to just picking tracks that are kind of like a bit basic. They're not bad songs, but some of them are boring. The title track, Universe, it's my least favorite title track they ever released. And then obviously for their winter albums, my least favorite track. It's not a bad song though. I'm just saying, like, ranking within title tracks, it's just my least favorite. But you do get a really good song in here, which is Been Through, which is track number, let me, 1, 2, 3. The third track is the best song in here. That one is, I definitely recommend everyone to listen to that song. I don't understand why that wasn't the title track. It's like, that's like the case for a lot of EXO songs. Like, they deserve music videos. I don't know. I feel like this was a lazy effort. And I read something on Twitter that, I don't know if it was Been Through or another song in here that was like supposed to be for the next album, and they just decided to put it in here just because it was a good song. So clearly SM is just trying to whenever they recorded a new song, they were probably just stacking it up for like anything that they possibly can release, which is irritating. I don't completely really like that, and I think that's mostly just for their winter albums, which is why I don't particularly care too much. But their full-length albums have been solid, in my opinion. Like, they've been cohesive. They don't have like a random song that doesn't fit at all. So that's a positive thing. But for the winter albums, I do have that complaint that you do get like two tracks that are kind of like don't fit the overall vibe, which is the case for that song. I think that Been Through doesn't fit this vibe. All the other songs do really feed from one another. I definitely would say that this album is a good coffee break or elevator or studying type of vibe of an album. Like, you can listen to it while you're studying or just sitting around at your house. It's not like the dancing type of album, which is always great. It shows that EXO is really diverse when it comes to music. But that's like kind of like their winter album. So again, this is just my opinion. I do hope that the next winter album is a little bit better produced, because obviously this probably was just compiled last minute, and obviously I want to hear Lay sing again with EXO. Who knows if that's gonna happen this year? So irritating. And then I think things are just gonna go how they usually go with EXO. You get a full-length album around midsummer, end of the summer, and then a repackage, which seems like what they're doing, and then they do a tour or then a subunit release. So I feel like that's like the standard for EXO. I do wonder what they're gonna do when one of them goes to the military, if they're gonna keep promoting, which I think they will, because they are kind of like the main money makers in SM right now, since Dongbang Sugi took their break, because they actually are the ones that bring in the most money from Japan. Oh, and then I do want to comment, their Japanese stuff is really good. I do want to get that full-length album. It's really, really solid. Like, I feel like EXO just does really great pop music. Electro pop songs makes it just pop music. Fantastic Japanese album. I really want to get it. but usually Japanese stuff is expensive, so I'll have to wait for that. And then as for my collection for them, I really wanted to get this mainly for collection purposes. I don't want to fall behind their stuff, and I'm really happy that there's like not like a Chinese version of this. So that makes me really happy. And oh yeah, and then for my collection, like I was saying, I'm only missing Power. Yeah, I think I'm only missing Power. Yeah, I'm only missing Power, but I'm not gonna get the Chinese version. I'm just gonna get the Korean version. And oh, and I do have to get both mini albums by their subunit CBX, which I think their Japanese stuff, their Japanese mini album was amazing. Like, I can't believe I slept on it. I heard it the other day and I loved it. So that's another thing that's on the top of my list. And like for every other, like I say in every video, every time I get something, I'll just unbox it. That's why there's just a lack of videos. But here and there, I get an idea and upload. But if you have any other questions, please comment down below. I will make a EXO collection video near the end of the year. Hopefully I do have the Japanese album or something from them Japanese related, and maybe have a copy of Power, and their whatever they released this year. I do want to say that their title tracks, well, maybe just Power, it was just a little bit underwhelming. It's like a good song, but it seems just like a B-side. I don't know. I just hope SM doesn't get lazy with EXO, because musically I think they've really done an amazing job over the years, and I can't really say I've been disappointed. The only album I don't completely love, absolutely, is their Exact album. I know a lot of people like it because of the musical vibe that it has. In terms of title tracks, it's probably one, if not the best. Because Lucky One, Monster, and Lotto are really good songs. But the other songs in that album are just, I can't even recall any of them. But it's so difficult to beat the first two full-length albums, and The War did live up to my expectations. I was really worried about that, but yeah. Again, thank you guys for watching this video, and hopefully it was interesting. If you have any other opinions about this album, just tell me in the comments. I know not everybody feels the same, but I just like expressing what I think of each specific release. Alright guys, bye.